Throughout Kenya, climate change and environmental degradation are having devastating effects on communities. This is evident from the arid landscapes of Isiolo, where prolonged droughts threaten pastoral livelihoods, to the coastal region of Kwale, where rising temperatures disrupt traditional farming and fishing. The impacts are also being felt in the rapidly urbanizing Nairobi, where waste management challenges compound environmental risks. Climate change is reshaping the way people interact with their natural surroundings. Right now, the world is tackling three main challenges: the climate crisis, pollution, and biodiversity loss. To address these pressing issues, the EU-supported Sikiliza Sauti Yetu Dunia Inaita project, abbreviated as SSY, conducted 3 case studies on natural resource use, waste management, and the circular economy in these diverse regions of Isiolo, Kwale, and Nairobi. The 3 case studies were to document real field initiatives implemented by children, women, and the youth. In Nairobi County, the focus was on Ubuntu Youth CBO in Mukuru kwa Ruben informal settlement, which is involved in waste management and the circular economy. The Ubuntu CBO conducts regular cleanup drives and community environmental education campaigns within the informal settlement. A review of relevant Nairobi County policy documents on solid waste management and climate action revealed that none, except the County Integrated Development Plan, specifically acknowledges the role of youth in waste management.
Zile group zenye ziko katika hii mji yetu ya Mukuru kwa Ruben, I think ni kama 90% inakuanga ni inazihusisha na mambo ya mazingira. Sana sana na hii mambo kama hii mambo ya clean up.
In Isiolo County, Elsa Comprehensive Primary School and the Isiolo School for the Deaf were visited to understand how the pupils are engaged in environmental conservation initiatives both in their schools and communities. In Isiolo County, both Elsa Comprehensive Primary School and the Isiolo School for the Deaf exemplify what good environmental stewardship by school children is all about, which was brilliantly delivered through the guidance and mentoring of their teachers.
We have encouraged other schools to come and learn from us. So our hearing impaired learners, they're able now to interact with the hearing learners, and the knowledge that they have acquired here at school has been transferred back to their home.
If we start with the learners at the school, these are the same learners who will impact the same knowledge to the community. And as a matter of fact, even the parents back at home, they are embracing.
Niko na mmoja wa grade 7. Alikuja nyumbani, akaniambia wanafanya mambo na ukulima. Pia akakuja akanipandia sukuma na ananisaidia kazi kwa kitchen garden.
You cannot make all the learners to be in 4K club, but you can make all the learners in a school to be environmental conservationists.
In Kwale, a case study focusing on the Gazi Women Mangrove Boardwalk CBO documented the successes, challenges, and opportunities available for women in natural resource management. The results of the Kwale case study revealed that the members of the Gazi Women Mangrove Boardwalk were highly motivated to participate in the planting and rehabilitation of mangrove trees in their area.
Umuhimu wa mwanamke kutunza mazingira: kwanza tunapata hewa safi, pili tunapata samaki, tatu tunatunza mazingira kwa sababu ya utalii. Watalii wanapokuja pale tunapata pesa.
Lessons from Kwale clearly indicate why it is crucial to ensure women's representation and active participation in all natural resource management decision-making bodies, from local communities to the national level forums.
We see when we bring women into the conversation and have them within that conversation and show them how best, we can rehabilitate, how we can use the resources we already have, it benefits us. And benefits the community.
The 3 case studies found policy gaps in natural resource use, waste management, and the circular economy in Isiolo, Kwale, and Nairobi counties. For example, a review of Isiolo County policy documents on school children's involvement revealed that the county has not domesticated the Ministry of Education's Education for Sustainable Development policy of 2017. There is a huge gap when it comes to the information that is required by these different groups. each of these constituencies, the youth and children constituency, the women constituency, have challenges that affect their active participation and active implementation of climate actions. These are issues that need to be addressed by decision makers. Let us look at the policy issues. Let us look at the information gaps.
I think on policy matters, county government focused on the community more. And when you speak of the community, now the children come in. But you find in the composition of even the formation of the committees, you won't find a child member in that committee.
The case studies also identified some challenges encountered by the Sikiliza Sauti Yetu Dunia Inaita project and the implementing partners.
The government or any other well-wishers must provide them with water. Water is key.
There is that issue of water, whereby the learners have to go down the stream to draw water. And this is what we have been discussing in our staff meeting. And then we were trying to see if there is a way that the school can afford it to have over the holiday. We have somebody, the groundsman, somebody who can subsidize what the learners are doing. It would be on great use.
There are also major lessons learned during implementation of the SSY project in Isiolo, Kwale, and Nairobi counties.
Multi-stakeholder approach has proved that it is really working for us. Bringing in different stakeholders into our implementation, working together with the community, working together with the local authorities, also including different sectors into the program.
Information is very key. So this youth sometimes get this information for engagement late, or they actually don't get it. So people may assume that they don't have capacity. But I think understanding of the process, procedures, and timing is also very important. The advocacy is very sporadic, especially for young people. You may plan it, but it doesn't have one formula. So you need different approaches and tactics to it.
The 3 case studies came up with various policy recommendations on natural resource use in Kwale and Isiolo, waste management, and the circular economy in Nairobi County. The Kwale case study recommends developing gender-sensitive natural resource management policies that explicitly support women, ensuring their needs, perspectives, and equal opportunities are addressed within a gender-responsive framework.
As we're doing our advocacy and policy work, we have to look at women in terms of the culture, what has been implanted in us, what we think about this thing, associating natural resource with masculinity. We need to, to have more women in those spaces, open up.
There is a need for a clear policy framework to engage urban youth in solid waste management and the circular economy in Nairobi County.
There's a lot of talks around spaces for youth engagement in Kenya. We have enough policies, we have enough commitments, we have enough laws, but actualization or implementation is still really tokenistic in a way.
Enhancing participation of youth and meaningful participation is very much necessary. The government needs to bring in the youth. There's no discussion that can go on well when the youths are not being involved through civic education, digital literacy, and climate action.
Let us look at the policy issues. Let us look at the information gaps, whether it is awareness creation at the grassroots level, or whether it is information access, which goes even onto the websites. What is lacking? What is the gap that is affecting their active engagement? And let them seal that gap so that we see a just transition. In Isiolo County, on the other hand, there is a need to adopt and incorporate the Education for Sustainable Development policy in all relevant county policy documents and to set aside a budget to implement it. Children's voices should not be muffled. Children's voices should be heard. These case studies aim to guide policy, investment, and capacity building initiatives for a more resilient and sustainable future in Kenya and beyond. With funding from the European Union, the SSY project aims to address the climate adaptation needs of rural, coastal, and urban communities in Kenya. The Sikiliza Sauti Yetu Dunia Inaita project has made a significant impact in its target communities. Further advocacy for natural resource use, waste management, and circular economy is needed in Isiolo, Kwale, and Nairobi.